Right. Sometimes when we're playing acoustic, we switch off between low notes and high notes. You'll see what I mean by that is quite often you'll see what I was just playing here. See how I just kind of like initiate the beat? Start with a low part in the chord, and right, that happens quite a bit. Okay, a lot of times where you're kind of emphasizing a walking bass line, but the higher notes, they don't change a whole lot. They kind of just remain the same. So see how those notes kind of just sit there. So I just demonstrated that using fingerstyle, but strumming really kind of brings up the dynamics, brings the volume up a little bit. So I wouldn't mind doing this with you tonight just to kind of get our strum hand. We've been doing a lot of stuff with chords and with songs, but not really spending a whole lot of time with the pick hand and with our strumming. So just go, I'd like to try that with you. So just down. And you can hit one string, you can hit two strings, but the first chord that we're going to do, it's kind of like a G chord. This chord's called a C major 9. 2 fingers at the bottom at the 3rd fret, and then your first finger, yep, and then your 3rd finger. So, and it's just 5 strings like you would with a normal C. Yep. Now, as a cheater chord, if you don't want to do your first finger, a lot of people do this. If you just kind of tilt in that first knuckle a little bit, you can mute that. Yeah, you see how that works? So now kind of pull the 3rd out of there, that beam. So, all right, so we'll start by just hitting that note all by himself, and then a nice easy strum. Start with a down. Yeah, it's 2 complete strums, so a down up, so. Yep. The strum pattern is kind of like a 3/4 time. Have you ever heard of like a waltz rhythm, like a 1, 2, 3? Right, so this would be like 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and I can't talk tonight. There's a problem when I just finish eating and start teaching. We don't need to be caught up too much on making sure we hit exactly that string and hit a 2nd string by accident. A lot of times when you're doing that low note, you may hit 1 string, you might hit 2 strings. Who cares? The whole idea is you're kind of creating a contrast. You're starting low and then chiming it out nice and high. So you've got a big thick bottom, and then you're just kind of sprinkling high notes over top of it, kind of like, the sprinkles on a cupcake or whatever. This is your meat and potatoes. This is your salt that you're shaking over top of it, if that makes any sense. Just kind of let it shimmer over top of that low note. So really, neither part should be louder than the other, all right? But we do want that bass note kind of ringing out a little bit there while we're doing that strum. Yep. Yeah, don't get caught up on just hitting 1 string. Just give it a good whack so that you've got some good volume to carry yourself over. nice. That bounce helps to kind of get you back into where you need to strum. So good for you. All right, let's excuse me. Let's walk down the bass note. So now we're going to go from the C here to a B note here on the second fret. So we're just going to change fingers from our second finger to our first. Okay. Same idea though. We're going to just go. Let's do that a few times. Ready? 3, 4, 1. Yep. Good whack. Nice. Try to sprinkle those high notes over top of a nice thick bottom end. Just try to balance it all out, give it a nice shimmer on top of that bass note. Obviously, the next thing to do is to alternate between the two. So why don't we do that? So we'll do 2 times in each spot. So okay, so just going back and forth between those 2 fingers. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh yes, sorry, that was me. 1, 2, 3. Now switch. That was you that time. All right, here we go. 2, 3. Got it. Good stuff. I'm not sure if it sounds good with the... Sure it does. Alright, well let's make it real easy now. So we're going to go from nothing, just an open 5th string, into that B note at the 2nd fret. Now if you're worried about that open E string, I have seen lots of people do this where they bring their thumb over to mute that high E string, or that low E string, sorry, so that when they go to do that initial thwack there on that 5th string, okay, even if they hit that 6th string by accident, they've got it kind of muted out there. You don't have to do that, okay? Because it does kind of crank the wrist a little bit, but everyone's got a different shaped hand or size hand. So, all right. So a couple of times just with the open string. And one little, yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We can add that open string in with our 2nd fret. Okay, so no middle finger, we're just going to go open to 1st finger. All right, starting with open. Excuse me. 2, 3. Yep, 1, 2, 3. Put our finger down. Off. Back on. And off. Good stuff. Okay, so just in that much, you could have a song, because you could be like, seems simple, but I mean, to people who aren't guitar players, that's like an amazing song, all right? And we're like, well, we're just kind of just doing this, but no, it's you know, you do it right with the right dynamics, and you blend the bass notes in with the shimmery high notes. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. All right, so why don't we try to play our newly created song? All right, so let's do like ba da 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 ba da 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 da, and then we'll do it a second time, and then go to the open with the first finger. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. So we're restarting the whole thing. 1, 2, 3. First finger. Okay, we'll try it again here. 2, 3, go. First finger now. Second finger. Good. First finger. That's all right, but you get the idea, okay? So a lot of repetitiveness down at the bottom, but walking that bass line. So we just went here, but we could also go open there as well. It's just really, it's where you're even there sounds kind of nice. Kind of mystical or whatever. So. All right, so see if we can't mess up the strumming a little bit. Trying to come up with a good strum for you. Okay, here we go. So now we've gone from a 3/4 time to a 4/4 time. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right. So a little more complicated down at the bottom, but that's what really makes acoustic sound so much better than electrics, is when you can mess up with the strumming. So 1 and 2 and, actually it's 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. So on that fourth beat is where we're resting, and we're doing a strum. So it's going to feel like 2 up strums there. Let's just try that for a second. Can you do an up strum? And then quickly squish it, and then do another up strum. Alright, so try that again. So up, squish, up. Try that again. Up, squish, up. A little bit quicker. Yep. That's what we want, okay? So you're going to go 1 and keep doing 1. That's actually 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, so let's try that. So 1, 2, and 3, and squish. 1, 1, 2, and 3, and squish. 1, 2, and 3, and squish. Yep. Nice. I know it's easy to get confused, right? So 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Let's try that. 2. Ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. That's alright. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, emphasize that down movement too, eh? Like if you can hear that. I always love it when I hear that on MP3s and stuff like that. When I actually hear them hitting the guitar as they're playing, I don't know. It just seems more real to me. You know, when you hear that wood smack, and you know they really mean what they're doing. All right, so let's break out the chord a little bit instead of doing that one. So here we're on the low E string, and that's quite a big jump to go from like this guy to the bottom 4. So go ahead and smack 2 strings if you want to. Okay, go for it. So let's try that. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. No worries. 2, 3, 4. No, that's fine. That's fine. My finger's getting all divoted from these chords. Helps if I do the right chord. See how like just a nice strum like that, and then you just take a certain chord. That was a G to an E minor. We could actually do that. Let's do that to end off the lesson. So we're just changing between a G major and an E minor, and we're going to do each one twice. Okay, so. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. D minor now. Low. There we go. Yep. Back to G. That's all right. Good stuff. All right, and you can do it with any chord really, as long as you kind of have an idea of where you're going to start that bass note. So you know, like from an F. So that walk there, did you see what I did there? Kind of took two of those beginning parts. Sorry, I got to show you that because that's fun, and we'll keep it on the video. So we're just stealing like the first half of our strum. So, right, so it's just down. Nope, it's just half of it. So, okay, and then we're gonna switch to this funky D over F sharp. I think we've done this before. So your first finger is gonna go right there. Yep. Third finger actually doesn't move, eh? So you got your G. Yep. And then that's right. That's okay. But you get the idea. You never have to do a complete strum. You can break it in half and do half in one chord and half in another chord. So, was that enough for tonight? Okay, well, it's all on vid, and have some fun with that because it's really important stuff for acoustic.